Hi guys, it's me, ColorMeCassie, and today we are doing a photo-ready outdoor/beach photo shoot makeup tutorial. And yeah, I'm really excited for this video. I was actually asked to do this video by some photographer friends of mine because they have a lot of outdoor photo shoots where people are on the beach, and they wanted to be able to send people a link to a video that showed them how to do their makeup for such an event. They're called Luna Life Photography, and I will leave their link in the description box. I will leave their link in the description box down below if you want to check them out. They're pretty awesome. So yeah, if you want to see how I did this photo ready makeup, then just keep watching. When you are doing foundation for any event where you're going to be outside for a long period of time and you want it to remain looking nice, you need to be using a primer. So you can pretty much pick up any primer. I know Smashbox has a really good photo finish primer, but there are some at the drugstore too. NYX has a couple of really good primers. I'm just using one of the primers that I use pretty much every day. So when you're choosing a foundation, you want to stay away from foundations with SPF. Because when you have a foundation that has SPF in it, you get a white cast in pictures. And if you feel like you do need a sunscreen, you're going to be outside a long time and you're going to burn if you don't have it on, make sure you apply it before you apply anything else. And as far as foundation goes, you want to go with a long wear foundation. Two things that I have that are long wear are Revlon Color Stay 24 Hour and L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte. So those are the two like super long wear ones that I have. If you have dry skin, then you will not want a completely matte foundation. You'll want more of a natural finish foundation. But if you have anything that is normal to oily skin, I would go with a matte foundation, because if you're outside and you're taking pictures and it's hot, you're gonna like feel the oils start to creep into your face, and that's never a good thing. So I'm just gonna take my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, put a little bit on my hand. I'm going to apply it with a Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. Whenever you're doing your makeup for any photo shoot or just doing your makeup in general, you want to make sure you bring the foundation down your neck so you don't get a floating face type look, because nobody wants to be a necklace person. So once you guys are done with your foundation, you're going to take your concealer, and you're going to want to take a foundation that is slightly lighter than your skin tone. And basically you're going to highlight underneath your eyes and the high points of your face, and this will really allow you to seem as though you are glowing and also give your face more of a shape. When you photograph, if you have foundation all over your face and it's one shade, you tend to look a little more flat. So what we're doing is we are creating shape in your face. I don't know, does that make sense? I don't know if I make sense, but I might make sense. If I make sense, give this video a thumbs up, so I know that I'm not insane. But yeah, basically we're drawing triangles underneath the eyeballs and bringing it up the cheekbone. And then we are going to highlight the high points of the face. So now I look like I'm wearing war paint, but really what this is going to do is it's going to bring these areas of the face forward in the photograph and make you look a little more, you know, like you have some shape to your face. So I just like to blend that out with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. Okay, so now that we have all the liquid parts of the face done, we are going to take some Rimmel Stay Matte mattifying powder. This is really just going to help keep all of that makeup that we applied in place. Now it is time to contour. You're going to need a bronzer that is not sparkly, has no shimmer whatsoever, and you want to stay away from the really orangey toned bronzers, because orangey toned bronzers may make you look tanner, but they're not going to look good as a contour. It'll look really unnatural. I use NYX matte bronzer in light because I'm pale as heck, but I'm just taking a little bit of bronzer on my flat brush. If you don't have a flat brush like I do, what I would do is I would take your powder brush or your blush brush and I would pinch it like this, and that will give you a really fine line to kind of get in there. So basically with contouring, you're going to make a fishy face like this, and wherever that hollow is in your cheek, that's where the bronzer needs to be. And I only ever go as far in as my eye, never go past there because that doesn't look natural. And basically wherever you apply the bronzer, it is going to sink that part of your face back in space. And wherever you highlight, it's going to pull that forward. So again, we're just creating shape. Now I'm going to apply it to the sides of my forehead, and I'm concentrating most of the color along my hairline and then bringing what's left over forward. And then sometimes I like to just brush whatever is left over on the top of my hairline. I also like to apply it underneath my jawline because I have a very graduated, gradual. I don't have a very sharp jaw, so I like to apply a little bit of bronzer underneath my jawline, and this sinks back my neck a little bit and gives me more of a sharp jaw. Again, you do not have to do this if you have a sharp jaw. The only thing that I would for sure do with contouring is applying underneath the cheekbone, because that really helps to give the face more shape. Moving on, we are going to do some blush. So I'm just going to take a little bit of a pink blush that I have and really make sure I don't have a whole lot on the brush. I'm tapping it off on the palette. But I'm going to take that and I'm going to start in the back and then bring the blush forward. That way if I have a little too much on my brush, it can be back here where it's less noticeable, as opposed to like two big red circles in the middle of my face. So start back here and you're going just above where you applied the bronzer, and kind of buffing the blush into where the bronzer is, except you're going to bring the blush closer in towards the apples of your cheeks. And if you don't know where the apples of your cheeks are, all you have to do is smile, and it's this part that sticks out when you smile, that's the apple of your cheeks. Now that I'm looking nice and rosy, it is time to move on to the eyes. When you're going to be doing pictures, you need to use an eyeshadow primer to make sure the primer stays on your eyelids throughout the whole photo shoot. So I'm just using this Lorac Behind the Seams eye primer. There are some eye primers at the drugstore that are decent, or if you don't want to find one of those, concealer is your next best thing. So I'm just applying primer on my eyes, and really what you're doing with this is you're just giving your shadow something to stick to. So for this eye look, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Natural Matte Eyeshadow Collection, and it just looks like that. When doing your eye makeup for pictures, again, a matte look, a non-shiny, non-sparkly look is going to be best. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this light brown color and mixing it with the lightest color in the palette, and then just tapping the excess off. And I'm just going to apply that with a fluffy brush on top of where my crease is. So your crease is this line right in here, and you're going to take the brush and just go right above where that is. Do you see how I'm going right above where my crease is, and just kind of fluff it around in there. And really what we're going to do with the eye makeup is define your eye. That's the whole point of makeup when you're doing pictures outdoors. So we just want to make sure that everybody knows that you have eyeballs and you have cheekbones and you have all that stuff. Now that we have that transition color all ready to go, I'm going to go ahead in with this lighter brown color, and I'm just going to concentrate that in the crease and on this side of my eyelid. So after I've done that, I'm going to go back in with this lighter color, this light color right here, And I'm just going to blend the top of my shadows just to make sure everything is nice and soft, so we have no harsh lines. So now I'm going to take that pointy brush that I had earlier and going to take this medium brown color and just finish defining that crease. Now I'm going to take a flat shader brush and take that lightest shade and apply that on the inner 2/3 of my lid. And this is just going to highlight the inside of my eye and just make my eyes pop. Okay, so after you've done that, just make sure it's all blended out. And then we are going to apply some black liner to the upper lash line. I just use NYX Gel Liner. That's what it looks like, NYX Gel Liner. We're just going to apply liner pretty much as close to the lash line as we can get it. I went ahead and applied my lashes off screen. If you have voluptuous curly lashes, then you don't have to do this. And last of all, just pick a lipstick that is nudish in color. Usually for natural photo shoots, you want to stay towards your nude. And personally, I would stay away from lip gloss, because if you're doing a photo shoot and you're wearing lip gloss, then your hair can fly into your face and stick to your lips, and that's just obnoxious, and I hate that feeling. You can totally wear lip gloss if you want and you're okay with pulling your hair out of your lips all the time. Yeah, and some other tips for photo shoots, especially if you're on the beach or something like that. If you're somewhere where there's going to be sand, just stay away from sunscreen, because then it'll stick to your skin and that's not fun. But yeah, this is my finished look for a beach photo shoot, outdoor photo ready makeup type thing. And yeah, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up if it was helpful to you in any way. Yeah, if you like me, then make sure you subscribe to my channel so you never miss a moment of awesomeness with me. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Would be if you're drenched. So yeah, don't do it. So yeah, don't do that. Miracle Cuts Blood. I cannot talk today, guys. I cannot talk quiet with a me. You want to look like you. That was weird. I'm making so much noise. Reflecty. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, so many burps, guys. Can't handle the burps. Because that's the whole point of makeup when you're doing pictures outdoors. That's the whole point of makeup when you're doing pictures outdoors.